Everyone, myself Maruthi, welcome you all to this math video session. In this video I have taken a topic from linear pair of equation under two variables. I repeat, linear pair of equations under two variables, of course. So it's a tricky one, it's a word problem, right? So I like to call such a problems as geometrical shaped problems. I like to group up the sums. Such kind of sums I like to call it as geometrical shaped sums. So now let me come back to the question here. The perimeter of a rectangular plot is 32 meters. I repeat the question. Right. The perimeter of a rectangular plot is 32 meters. Right. If the length is increased by 2 meters and breadth is decreased by 1 meter, the area of the plot remains same. Find the length and breadth of the plot. I repeat the question. Right. The perimeter of a rectangular plot is 32 meters. He has given the perimeter of the rectangular plot. Right, a plot, a piece of land, right, which is in the shape of a rectangle. That's why I like to call these sums as geometrical based sums or geometrical shaped sums. Right, all these group up. We will come back to a lot of group here. Right, the perimeter of a rectangular plot is 32 meters. What's the perimeter? 32 meters. Right, if the length is increased by 2 meters, so initial length is increased by 2 meters and the breadth or the width is decreased by 1 meter, the area of the plot remains same. The area is remaining the same. He is asking us to find the length and the breadth of the plot. Right, so we need to find length and also the width or the breadth of the plot. Now, how many unknowns are there? There are two unknowns are there for us. Two unknowns are there. So please remember, whenever we are supposed to find two unknowns, we need to have two equations. That's what we need. We need two equations. Okay, now those two equations should be under two variables. That's what? Two equations under two variables. This is the concept now. This is the way what we are supposed to remember. Right. Whenever we need to find two variables, here the labelings are length and breadth. We need to find two. So when we have two variables, we have to remember when we are having two unknowns, we should get to two equations. So with the given data, whatever it might be data present there, we have to set right two equations. Right? After getting those equations, we can solve those equations by whatever the method we know, or if it is given, we can solve it in graphical method, substitution method, elimination method, reciprocal method, cross-sectional method. We are having many methods. Basing upon the question what he is asking, you can choose any one of these 5 methods. Elimination method, substitution method, graphical method, cross-section method, and we can go for reciprocal method. So basing on the situation, we will do that one. Now, so as we have planned that this is a geometrical based sum, let's take the measurements. So as we don't know the length and breadth, so as generally, if you take the labelings, length we consider it as L, as we all know, and the breadth we consider as B. That's the general measurement. That's what I am saying. General measurement, what are all the things what we have, we generally discuss here. Alright. So the general measurements, labeling, what do you have? Length L and breadth is nothing but B. Okay. Now, what is the figure we are having? As he is talking about rectangular shape, as we all know, we take the longer side as L and the shorter side as breadth. We know that. Right, this is the geometrical shape, and when we is talking about two variables, generally when we are dealing with the rectangle, we come across perimeter and area. Of course, we are supposed to. So generally perimeter of the rectangle P equals 2 into L plus P. This is the perimeter of any rectangle. So please remember, I am talking about only the general things, right? So this sum I am not going straight away with all the steps and all. I am teaching you a model, a style, a logical method of approaching this kind of sums, right? Generally, whenever we come across some geometrical based sums, what we are supposed to remember here, length and breadth, we are recalling about the shape, what's the perimeter of a rectangle, of course, right? The area of the rectangle, L into B. These are the general things what we have. Now relate the entire question to this now, right? Relate the entire question to this. Right, so what he has given in the question, the perimeter of the rectangular plot is 32, means he has given the perimeter, right? But these are the general measurements. But as we are dealing with a linear pair of equations, generally the unknowns or the variables, we take it as x and y. Right, therefore the first thing what we are taking, like this is the general thing. Now let's relate all those general things according to the values of the given question, right? That's what I'm calling it as initial measurement. Now let's take the initial measurement. Let the length be x, that the length be x. Now how to call it in the given question? You call it as let the length be x. You can take straight away like that. I like to call it let the length, right, be L. You can take like this in the question. While writing the steps, you can start from here. Let the length be x. Right. That too. L is equal to x units. Let us take that one. Now, and the breadth. Breadth. Generally, what we are calling the breadth as B, you call it as y. Means general labelings, whatever we have, right? This everything is our assumption. You are not going to write these in the steps. This is the place from where we are starting the steps. Let the length of the rectangle be L and the breadth be y. Now, if you go to the measurement, if the geometrical shape, right, what is the length we are talking here? It's nothing but the length equals x and the breadth equals y. This, of course, we know opposite sides are equal. So how we are going to start the sum? Let the length of the rectangle be x. Let the breadth of the rectangle be y. And this is the figure what we are going to draw. The figure we are going to go for this one. Okay. Now what is the next one? It's nothing but the perimeter. Perimeter, as you all know, P equals, generally we call it as 2 into L plus B. But what is L here? X. And what is B here? It's nothing but Y. So I like to call it as 2 into X plus Y is the perimeter. Okay, now look at the question what he's talking about. Now we are getting into the question now. What he says, the perimeter of the rectangle plot is 32 meters. That's what we are supposed from here onwards. So what is the logic what I said? We need two equations. We are in the search of the equations now. This part should be in your mind. This is the basic stuff. Right, from here onwards we are starting the step. Let the length of the rectangle be x units. Let the breadth of the rectangle be y. Draw the figure. Now, this is perimeter. We know it is nothing but 2 into x plus y. But what he has given? Perimeter of the plot is 32 meters. But perimeter is 32 meters. This is given. Okay, now utilize this value 32. The first number what he has given is 32. Use that one to get one of the two equations. So here we said 32. Perimeter is equal to how much? 32 is equal to 2 into x plus y. That's what he says. Perimeter is nothing but 2 into x plus y. Perimeter, how much he has given? Perimeter he has given as 32. So in the place of p, I have plugged in how much? 32. Now we know it's nothing but we cancel it. The 2 1s and the 2 16s. Now therefore what is left over? X plus y is equal to 16. Yes, this is equation 1. So with whatever might be the data we are giving, we have to get to two equations. So what is the first point he has given? The perimeter of the rectangle plot is 32. The perimeter, we know the formulas, we have converted in terms of 2 into x plus y. Perimeter is 32. In the place of p, I kept 32. Now I cancelled it. I got the first equation as x plus y is equal to 16. That is the first point. Now, what is the second thing we have to consider? We are talking about the area. Though he didn't give the area, let's go for that one. So, area, as you all know, A is equal to, it is L into B. Now, what is L here? Is nothing but x, and breadth is nothing but y. So, what's the area of the geometrical shape? A is equal to xy or x into y. Okay, so from where we are starting the sum? From here. This is the background what we are going to. How we are writing the steps? It is up to you. Write English sentences, steps and all. It's everything is there. Your opinion. We can go away from here onwards. You go like this. Let the length x, let the breadth be y. This is the shape. And what is the point he has given? Perimeter is 32. With the help of the 32, my concept out of the 2, 1 I am ready with. Okay, and the area, we got it as x into y. Now, let's go with the changed measurements. Let's go with the changed measurement. Let's see what he says. If the length is increased by 2, you have to remember certain logical words here. What is the meaning of increase? Always remember, increase is nothing but more. It's nothing but the plus. Okay, now let's go for the next. What he says, length is increased by 2. Increased by 2. So, if you call this one here, the length is x, it has been increased by 2. Okay, now let's think in different way. Let's take the values as L1 and breadth 1. Here the perimeter is P1 and the area is A1. You can take like that. These are nothing but the initial measurement. Now the changed measurements, length is increased by 2. Now the length increased by 2. Earlier how much it was? It's nothing but x. Now it has increased. Increase means what is the sign we are taking to? Plus, and how much it has increased by 2. Length is increased by 2. Therefore, L is equal to x plus 2. The new length or the changed length, or you can call it as L2. If this is L, you can call this one as L1 and you can call this as L2. Length is increased by 2. Okay, x plus 2, but it is not compulsory. If you want to remove that, no issues. Now, the breadth is decreased. What is the symbol what we are going to use it for decrease? It's nothing but take away. It's minus. That's what you have to take. Breadth is decreased. By how much? It is decreased by 1 meter. Right? Now the breadth, how much it is becoming? It's nothing but earlier it was y, and as it decreased, it means minus. How much it is decreased? It is decreased by y, 1. So please remember, here the initial measurements are x and the changed measurements are x plus 2. Here the initial measurement of the breadth is y, the changed is y minus 1. These are the new steps what we are getting. Now what about the perimeter? Now let's see here. The area of the plots remains same. He did not discuss about the perimeter. He is talking about the area. And please remember one more thing. We are having equation 1. We need one more equation. So, what about perimeter? Of course, let's go for the figure now. Right, the L2 or the new L is nothing but x plus 2. And the perimeter or the width is nothing but y minus 1. Okay, did he talk about the perimeter? Perimeter is not discussed. It's not discussed in the sum. So, we are not taking the help of the second perimeter, changed perimeter for finding the equation 2. We are already done with equation 1. Now, let's think about that. What's that? Area, whatever he has given, we go for that one now. So, let's consider here. Right, what he has given, let's go for that one. What he said, the area of the plots remains same. Generally, what is A2 now? A2 is nothing but, as you all know, L2 into B2. That's what we say. Right here, as it is L into B, here what are the changes? L2 into B2. Is it right? So, what is area here? A2 is nothing but, what we got? Length into breadth. What is L2 we are having? L2 is nothing but x plus 2, and y breadth is nothing but y minus 1. What is the area? A2. A2 is nothing but L2 into B2. What is L2 value? X plus 2. What is B2 value? Y minus 1. I plugged in. But what is the condition is changed? Area is not changed. Area is not changed. Means remains the same. Right. Earlier, whatever might be the area, the same area exists. What does it mean? That is A2 is same as A1. That is what he is saying. Whatever area what we are getting here, it is same as the area what you got earlier. That is what he is saying. Right? Area is not changed. It means remains same. A2 is nothing but A1. That's what. But what is A2? Just now you got the value of A2. A2 is nothing but you got in terms of the brackets, that is x plus 2 into y minus 1 is equal to what is A1? It is nothing but xy. Here come. But please remember, here we have already got equation 1. Here we are trying out to get for the equation 2. Let's simplify that. X into y, it's nothing but xy. Now x into minus 1, it's nothing but minus x. Plus 2 into y, it's nothing but plus 2y. Plus 2 into 1, it's minus 2 is equal to xy. I repeat, x into y, xy, x into minus 1, minus x, plus 2 into y, plus 2y, it's nothing but, now if you check it out, cool, plus xy, and here they get cancelled. Okay, now from there onwards, what is left over? Minus x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. Now you convert in the form of an equation, it becomes x minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. If you check it out, what we have done, I have changed all the signs. If you are having minus, I made it as plus. If you are having plus, I changed it as minus. The minus became plus. But we need here for the first equation, we are having constant to the other side. Therefore, x minus 2y is equal to minus 2. This is equation 2. So, what is our ultimate goal? The goal is nothing but getting 2 equations. Now, if you check it out, we are ready with the 2 equations. Now, please remember, this is not the way to write the steps in the examination. So, but this is the way to remember. So, how to start it? Straight away, generally, steps doesn't matter, right? Let the length of the rectangle be x. Let the breadth of the rectangle be y. Draw this shape. Now, the perimeter of the rectangular plot is 32. He has given. Now, find this one. Now, find the area of the first measurement and keep it aside. Now, go for the next one. The changed measurements. Right. Length is increased by 2. That is, L2 is equal to x plus 2. Y plus increased means plus. Right. Breadth is decreased by 1. Therefore, B2 is equal to y minus 1. You can call it as B2. Now, draw the figure again. Right. Now, no need to write this. Why? Because we didn't discuss. Now, what is the main point we have to write? Area is unchanged. What is the area? Area is nothing but L2 into B2. What is L2? X plus 2. What is B2? Y minus 1. Keep it there. Right. The area doesn't change. Whatever the area we are having earlier, the same area we are having here. Therefore, with the help of all the calculation, I got the second equation. But please remember, we are cancelling these two. Why? Because on the same side, we are having same signs and same terms, like terms, cancelled. Now I have simplified and I got the second equation. Now, these two equations, we have to simplify or solve it to get the values of x and y. We can do it in all the 5 methods: elimination method, substitution method, graphical method, reciprocal method, and cross-section method. We will do Solve the equation 1 and 2 by one of the methods, that is nothing but elimination method. So what is the equation 1 we got? X plus y is equal to 16 is the equation 1, and x minus 2y is equal to minus 2 is equation 2. We are planning to use one of the 5 methods. So what is the method I have chosen? Elimination method, and we are planning to solve it. So what is the operation? What we are going to do is nothing but subtraction. So I have taken equation 1 and I have taken equation 2. So what I am planning to do, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. As we said, we are doing with the subtraction. What is the procedure means? Whatever the sign we have, we change it. Whatever the signs we have, we change it, right? We are having plus, we change it to minus. We are having minus, we change it to plus. We are having minus, we are changing it to plus. Then straight away you cancel plus x. If this is plus x and minus x, and if you check it out, 2 and 1, it becomes 3y. It's nothing but 18. So 3 ones 3 6. Y is equal to 6. We got the value of y. Right, now let's substituting y is equal to 6 in any one of the equation. In equation 1 I like to plug in. So what's the first equation? X plus y is equal to 16. Y, how much you got? It's nothing but 6. X plus 6 is equal to 6. X is equal to 16 minus 6. If it goes to the other side, x is equal to 10. Right, we got the value of x and y. Now let's check it out. So length of the plot comma L equals, how much is that? 10 meters, and breadth comma B, which we are calling as y, it is 6 meters. It's fine, but it's better to go for verification. It's better option for us to go for verification. What he has said, take any one. What's the value he said? Perimeter of the plot is 32. Perimeter equals 32. What is the formula we are having? 2 into x plus y equals 32. What's the value of x and y we got? It's nothing but 2 into 10 plus 6. Is it equal to 32? Let us check it out. So it's nothing but 16. 2 into 16 equals 32. 32 equals 32. LHS equals RHS. We can say hence verified. So we have taken a rectangular plot for length equals 10 meters and breadth we are taking it as 6 meters. Now such type of rectangle is having the perimeter as 32 meters. So this is the way of dealing with linear pair of equation and the two variables under the sum, geometrical basic sum. In this channel, I have been placing both math and science videos.